This is the Dragon King Spring Sakura Katana. This one is more of a lightweight one, but still up there as far as quality goes. Do some specs, up close looks, and cut testing with this one from Dragon King. It is a cherry blossom themed katana, not only before the dark red, more toward a pinkish hue on the wrap here, but also that the actual guard itself is a cherry blossom, and it's really beautiful. So I will definitely get some more up close looks of that. If we're talking about function and just the fits of it and everything, it's a 5160 high carbon steel with an exposed Hammond line, so we'll get obviously more up close looks of that as well. And it's a point of balance of 5 1/4 inches from the guard. This thing cut extremely well through tatami, not just because of how sharp the edge is, but also because of the point of balance and just the overall build of this Dragon King katana. If you're looking for more beefy katanas that are not necessarily overbuilt, but they're definitely robust and they're sturdy, then look into Dragon King. I did another one which was a higher price point than this one, but obviously still excellent quality, and this one is really no different. This is in the higher end category. If we had like a beginning, middle, and end, I would put this past more toward like highest performance and also like investment collection for swords like this. So if you're someone who's really into Japanese martial arts or into samurai culture, you may want to pick this one up for your own collection or for a very generous gift for someone who you know really enjoys Japanese culture. Contextually as well, for the cherry blossom theme, the intention is also really how the samurai lived. Their lives were bold, beautiful, and also short-lived for going to battle, and it being all about going to combat, primarily going to combat, not like they didn't do other stuff. But that's the theme of it, is that, you know, when the cherry blossoms bloomed, when they were in bloom, it was usually time to go to war, or at least that's how it used to be back in the day. So 5160 high carbon steel blade, the guard is freaking really cool. I mean, just, they put the seeds in there as well. The petals are awesome, and it's swept up just enough to where it's not going to irritate the hand at all when you're doing cutting or if you're doing different types of sword forms in high positions or even in the center. So nothing weird about that. Draws in and out nicely. I'm not getting really any scratches on this, which is nice because they've done a really good job on milling out the scabbards. It's a black glossy finish with the traditional fittings that you would see. Tightly wrapped, quality control is there with the scabbard and also the sword itself and the fittings. Let's do some up close looks of this one in the scabbard and out of the scabbard. Overall length 40 1/4 inches, blade length 28 1/2 inches. Weight is 2 pounds 5 ounces with a very sharp edge. Width is 31.7 millimeters. Thickness goes from 7.4 to 4.6 millimeters. Some extra up close looks of the handle, the bamboo pins, and also that sweet cherry blossom guard that they've put on here. The front and the back of it look really, really cool. Extra up close looks of the Hammond line. That way we can really see what we're working with here with a 5160 high carbon steel. And then finally, here's it in the scabbard. You can see the black glossy wood scabbard this one comes with. Okay, talking about cut testing, I already mentioned it before in the first impressions. However, we'll look at the cut testing on this one. It cut very, very well. I believe I worked some upward cuts. I know I worked a reverse cut as well on this one. And it kind of just took my time with it. I always take an extra day in order to do cut testing. That way I can get the best cuts possible and just focus on one thing at a time for reviews. Let's take a look at the cut testing for the Spring Sakura Katana from Dragon King. Hey, thanks for joining me for this review of the Spring Sakura Katana from Dragon King. This one's available at kultofathena.com. Click the link in the description below this video to add this to your collection today or for a generous gift for someone right after the holiday season. I'm your host Tom for Kult of Athena's YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, follow us on TikTok and on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next review.